Then 29 June 2021, I then say your mood was so pensive. Ndakoyika, please keep a song in your heart that you always bear. All this ends with her at 1642 at page 1234 saying, when I asked, I asked at 1638 at 1234, and you disappeared in the thickness of East London. Then the question is, are you still on about that? I say, the meeting, I'd have loved the meeting. Then she says, I was busy. Then she says, ndakoyika ngalamini. Now,
ndakoyika ngalamini, in the direct translation into English, I was scared of you that day.
Yes. Now, there's an emoji there, which I've always maintained. It portrays an element of shyness. Be that as it may, the East London issue, I believe I have testified in relation there to council and how it was rounded off. I was just saying, hey, you disappeared in the thickness of things. This is somebody on her version who wanted to confront me. And this is how then the whole thing eventuates. So I asked Wandoyika for the why, which is slang of some kind. Then she says, I won't say anything. Then I asked, Ndioyikeka, am I fearful? And then she says, yay, and then she laughs. And then that eventually eventuates at 1236 with me saying, I don't believe. And I'm sweet and human at a social level, but very serious about work. This is what I say at 1644 at page 1236. She then elects to remain silent. Then I ask, is it because you disbelieve? Then she shows that emoji. Then lukewarm. This is her answer. You are a lukewarm person. And then I say, not at all. When I say 2 at 1645, then she says, you know that. And then she says, I believe you. Then I say, I reach out. And then she ends up by saying, we'll notice from now on.
You are now on page 1237.
I'm now at page 1237. There's nothing of significance that I would like to highlight, counsel, unless you want me to there's a specific topic that you want me to address.
No, not on this.
The only one that I seek to address is at page 1239. After I had sent a picture of a lady holding a hoe, she then says to me, Inoba, your imagination takes you to the pitch of Mount Everest. Your imagination takes you to the pitch of Mount Everest. And then I laugh at that. And then I say, itisibone. In other words, I say to her, demonstrate that pitch of Mount Everest. That is, then she says, high. That high is a no, but there's no rebuff about it. I submit, this is my view. Because I was saying, itisibone, I am saying, you must demonstrate that you are pitch of Mount Everest. Show me that you are pitch of Mount Everest. Then she says, aye. Then I say, you have what it takes. And then there is something that I shared with her at 10:04. This appears at 1241. And then there's a laughing emoji from her, and nothing is of significance. Then I say to her on 7 July, please share helicopter something. Then she shares a video at which is 0.29 seconds long at 1846. And then she greets me evening, and then I say hello. And then she says, pleasure, Daddy, at 1851. And then it's me, then at 1851 at page 1.
Had she called you Daddy before?
This is the first time.
Okay.
Yes. Then I say, undibiza kamnandi at 1851. Biza kamnandi.
Undibiza kamnandi or biza kamnandi, it's more one saying you pronounce me nicely.
You address me
or
nicely.
You address me nicely.
And then she reciprocates by an emoji of a hug, and somebody says laughing. And then I send a heart, and then I say reciprocate, and then she says, you see, unjalo ke singavani nje ilendo. This is what I don't like about you, because I'm saying please reciprocate. Then at page 1244 at 1902, she says ucimelani ndingekafundi. So it means it must have been a text that I had shared, which was deleted. But she says, why do you delete before I read? Sorry, before I read, ndingekafundi. I hope I'm correct.
Why are you deleting text before I read them?
Thank you.
Can you just pause for a while? Thank you.
Shall I proceed there?
Yes.
Thank you. Simelani ndingekafundi, why do you delete before I read? And then the things that are deleted, she says at 1904, I know that kills. I can't remember what she was talking about. Then I ask, what? Because even then I may not have understood. Then there is this particular video from me, from a distance and looking at it. It's got two people standing side by side, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members. But it attracts a comment from her which says, "Ndinosizi lwakho," laughingly and with a flirtatious emoji, in my view. "Ndinosizi lwakho, I have pity for you."
I have pity for you. I feel sorry for you.
Then immediately thereafter at 1245, she says, "Ungandibuzi. Don't ask me why I say I have pity for you." Then I ask, "Are you a python?"
Well, let's pause there. Let's pause there because so many interpretations of that can be tossed around. What did you mean?
What did I mean by saying, "Are you a python?"
Yes.
I understood her to be actually pitying me because she knew herself to have more vitality. She knew herself to have more vitality. In other words, if I may put it in closer, python in Twati, am I correct, ma'am? It's the type of snake that the python is the type of snake that
Let's just wait. The interpreters
squeeze,
get absorbed
that
with
tends
it.
to squeeze you,
Okay.
crush your bones, and then it swallows you. Python.
JP, it's
Even
right.
though, Chair, I've never done an extensive studies on snake. However, the understanding general is that a python is a very powerful snake that can squeeze you to death. That's how much strength it has. So it can do anything to its prey at any given moment when it's given an opportunity. That's my little understanding of the actual snake called python.
It kills by conscription.
Yes.
What is
Pardon?
it?
Chair?
Constriction?
Yes.
Yes.
In other words,
Thank
my understanding of a python, SC, is that, as the chairperson has articulated it, it's capable of crushing one and swallowing one up. So, ungandibuzi, ndinosizi lwakho. All I'm saying is, are you so powerful in the flirtatious sense, of course? Are you a python? And then she laughs. And then at 1916, she shares a video. 1916, and then I then comment at 1917.
Do you remember what it was?
I can't,
Okay.
but I believe it depicted her for the reason that will become clearer now. I'm saying way back then, ngoko. In other words, I'm saying, does this video show you way back then? Is it a picture of you way back then, ngoko?
Ngogo is indeed then, Chair.
Then she says, yes. Then I say, send me something of the situation now, please. She laughs at that, page 1246. And then I also laugh at 1918. Then she says, when you run out of ubutongo, please undibhalele about GBV. Then with that emoji, pretty, please. So this is how I understood it. In the midst of what we were discussing, she's saying, when you lose your sleepiness, or when you run out of sleepiness, please find time to write me an essay on GBV, pretty, please. So once again, there's the word pretty. I'm addressed in that fashion.
When you run out of sleep, please write about GBV for me, pretty please.
What did you understand this to be referring to? An assignment?
I understood this to be referring to an assignment, and she sought assistance from me. And indeed, to cut a long story short, somewhere, I then, maybe before we deal with that, at page 1247, she says, just the introduction. Then I ask, what are you doing this assignment for? She says at 1248, English assignment. Then I ask title of the assignment. Then she shares the assignment itself at 20:04. Then there is this lady who appears to be a weightlifter. I sent that picture of that lady, 1249, honorable members of the
JP,
panel.
before you get there, what would you say to testimony that this did not really refer to your assignment? She wanted you to write about GBV. It was a task to you. What was your understanding?
I did not
Of testing
understand
you.
I did not understand her to be saying anything other than what is contained here. I thought she was very serious about it, and as will more fully appear when the conversation unfolds, which is what I tend to deal with shortly hereafter.
Thank you.
So the reason why I sent that lady is a weightlifter. That's what she is. And my focus was on reverse GBV. I was interacting with her within the context of, by the way, by GBV, you must understand, there may be women or females who are more, when it comes to strength, more, who have got more vitality. And we may have a case of reverse GBV, such as where the male party is the complainant or the person who is suffering. So that picture was just meant for that, nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you, JP.
And then my contribution on 8 July 2021, because I understood her to be serious that she wanted my assistance.
We are now at 1250.
1250 at 9:19. That was my contribution to the assignment. I Googled something and found something that dealt with GBV. I sent that at 09:19, and within no time, at 09:24, 9:24, morning, this should suffice, much obliged. She's thanking me. So I believed she was genuine. I did not know that she was pretending. In any event, I was not given to understand that she was pretending. I was serious about it, and indeed, I made a contribution.
Thank you.
I was at no stage under the view that I was meting out any form of GBV to the complainant. Even when I was asking, are you a Python? I've explained the context.
Thank you, JP.
Then on 9 July, I'm still going back to Ndinosizi lwakho. I have pity for you at 0656. I ask, why do you pity me? Nothing eventuates from that.